Tonya was directed by Craig Gillespie. Yes, and stars Margot Robbie and...
You mean Margot Robbie?
Yes, Margot Robbie and Sebastian Stan, and is about the infamous figure skater Tonya Harding and her absurd and tragic path from fame to infamy.
From redneck to fame to infamy.
Yes.
I think she was always a redneck.
Yeah.
Redneck to redneck fame to redneck infamy. To redneck redemption.
But it cancels out like a math equation.
Yeah. Not really.
No.
Okay, so on the whole, what did we all think of this movie?
I think it's a very, very good movie.
Very good. It reminded me a lot of Edgar Wright movies.
Yeah.
And I really like that.
I think it's my 4th favorite of the year, or 5th favorite of the year. Like, it's a really, really good... So, okay, we broke down the review into 3 parts.
Always. Can you just say we break down the review?
No, we broke down.
Okay, fine.
We broke down the review into three parts.
Break it down.
We break it down. We have the good, the bad, and the meh. And as always, we're going to start with the positive because there's always the positive space until it isn't.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I think the lead performances by Tonya Harding...
Harding was not in this movie.
Yeah,
she was. True. What are you talking about?
By Margot Robbie and Sebastian Stan.
I think Margot Robbie might get a nomination.
That was really she was really great, and so was Sebastian Stan. I think they both they had like a lot of range between kind of happiness and sadness and anger, and just because of the nature of the story. If you don't know it, I won't say anything. Because it's really something.
It's so interesting.
The fact that I'm sure they must have twisted events somewhat.
No, this is all real.
Really,
I've seen clips.
Wow.
It's so accurate.
The amount of stupidity that went on there is just amazing, and it's weird that this is a comedy, but it is.
But it works so well.
Yeah,
it's kind of like, I know neither of you have seen it, but The Big Short, where it has a very real story, and you know how it ends. But it's a comedy throughout, but it's also serious. And breaks the fourth wall.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I loved that.
It's like they mesh kind of voiceovers with people in the scenes, like kind of turning to the camera and like finishing the lines, and it's really cool and it works really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a very unique and creative movie. I think. We have some friends
also,
who hate it with a passion. Ben Skanga, I'm calling you out. You're wrong. You're incorrect. This is a good movie. Give him hell, boys.
Yeah, filming stuff in ears.
Go give him hell. Go tweet at Ben Skanga and tell him he's wrong.
Yeah. He's going to listen to this.
Yeah, he will.
So, also the cinematography on the whole was really cool. Like there were a couple shots, like really long takes of her doing figure skating competitions. That couldn't have been Margot Robbie.
You would think, but
I'm pretty sure you could tell.
It must have been.
You could tell that it was like digitally done throughout some parts of it. Like
because she does like a triple axel
and you could
stuff.
see there were like some cuts and stuff. But,
yeah, like there was one shot of like. This was like a really creative shot where the camera moves from like inside a washroom to out to in a living room, and then it goes outside a house and then down a street, and you see a character like he's at the beginning of the shot, and then as we move outside he's at a different place, and it's seamless. And
there is one moment in that take where you can tell that there's a cut, but in a way that almost makes it better, because the way the cut looks is that it's almost like they accidentally started one frame late or something like that, or a couple frames late. But so you can tell that what they did was they filmed the take, they stopped, and then they had to match the same shot, started the take again after they moved the actor. And that's so difficult.
Yeah.
Like, the mistake almost made me respect it more.
Yeah.
In a way.
What else? Script, I think.
Yeah, very, very well written.
Script was very, well written, funny, and it transitions from drama to comedy very well.
Yeah.
Like in one scene, somebody will be threatening to shoot himself, and then the next scene, there's gonna be like a talking head of this snarky reporter guy telling us about how it's the best story in the world, and
they balance it really well.
Yeah.
Though.
yeah.
That was John Bernthal, right?
No.
What was that?
I don't know.
That was that other funny guy.
John Bernthal.
To,
funny guy.
To compare this movie to The Mountain Between Us, this movie starts off with showing the characters, and you get immediately hooked on like because they make jokes. What? they make
They
jokes.
gave it out before we went.
Their lives are interesting, and they're just interesting characters. Whereas The Mountain Between Us, don't mean to go out of my way to say it's a bad movie.
It's a very bad movie.
You just don't get hooked on the characters at all in it.
Yeah.
You're not
Or meth.
Because they don't have
you're not hooked
characters.
on
Or meth.
Yeah.
You're not hooked on
But in this movie, they're so interesting because, like, the whole thing of her in real life was she was like a redneck, and they say this many times during the movie that like she gets mistreated by judges because not only because of her skating, because she's like one of the best skaters in the world, but because of who she is, that they dock her points because she's like not the like
image of America.
the ideal image of America that they're looking for. So it's just that in itself is more interesting than I'm getting married. Oops, no.
Also, okay, Margot Robbie's performance. There's something that she something in her physicality which was really, really good. Like that really was very much Tonya Harding, because I've seen a lot of clips of Tonya Harding in terms of injuries and that kind of thing. It's something with the mouth, I think. It's the way she like had her mouth when she wasn't speaking or something like that. That was so different than she normally looks. I don't know. Did you guys find that?
Yeah.
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 It's just, I don't know. I think that's the sign of a really good performance when you would have the character like,
watch the mouth.
Yeah, watch the mouth. No, but like when you see a character and they've changed their physicality so much that it's become part of the character.
Also, they do it from like age 16 to age probably 25.
24.
And then they have like fake interviews where they're like 50 or so. And all of them are pretty believable. Like, they change their voice and the way they look, and it's just really well done.
Teenager Tonya Harding, that was incredible work by Margot Robbie. Or was it makeup? I couldn't tell.
Might have been a little mix.
Because, like, she looked 16.
Yeah.
She legitimately looked 16.
Yeah, braces.
The braces helped.
Easy way.
And then they don't call attention to that.
Yeah.
Like, that's a little thing that you kind of notice just while she's speaking.
It's a good movie.
Yeah. Do you want to move on to the match?
Wait, why does she have rednecks have braces?
Don't worry.
No, rednecks as a rule never have braces.
Yeah.
All right, should we move on to the Met?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do we have in there?
I thought... So, there's one guy, there's a guy named Sean.
I thought he was good.
I thought he was good, but like, it wasn't as good as the rest of the movie.
His voice was too deep. It bothered me. It was like, I'm Sean.
I don't think it was Valley. I think he's just the character that the audience is meant to hate.
And we did.
That's a great thing. There's one scene which is like, it just makes you
so angry.
And because I don't want to spoil anything. It's a true story, but I don't want to spoil anything. It really is effective. But I don't know. There's like him and some other people, like her mom, I thought was good, but she kind of just did one thing and leaned way too heavily into that.
It was very overbearing, I found, at times.
Yeah. And like she did a good job in a lot of other places, but in some bits it was just, okay, we've seen this before, can you please stop?
Yeah, chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are a couple people like that. But the lead performances are really good.
Yeah. Should we go on with the bad?
Sure.
What's bad?
I didn't really think anything was aggressively bad.
I don't think anything.
Me neither.
Bad.
Cool. All right, ratings time, boys.
Ratings time. So this one, I guess it's tied for the best rating we've given to a Tiff movie. This season with a 9.5 out of 10.
Whoa!
Thanks for that.
We should add that sound effect every time we give something over a 9.
Ooh. All right, Will, you go.
And then on our pretentious scale, we're giving this a cinema.
Oh! Cinema.
Yes.
Those are my reactions.
Stinking
I'm done now.
cinema.
Top of the chain.
Yup. So, Keelan, you want to end it off?
So if you want to watch more videos, click on the right. There'll be a playlist. If you want to watch the last review, I don't know what it'll be. Click on the left. If you want to subscribe, you can go turn on the notification down below, and you can subscribe down below, or you can click right here to get stuck on my nice bye.